And welcome back to your boy's channel. It's me, your boy, Bandy the Ripper. As you can see from the photo and the thumbnail, it's part 5 of what the Deku was a dragon man. Last time we basically saw Izuku basically owned the the sports festival. Toro didn't really wanna do too much, so she kind of forfeited on purpose. But she could have won it if she would have wanted to. Let's be honest, she could have won it. Right now, she could definitely beat Izuku for now. But that's besides the point. So, and after that, Nicole finally made her appearance. Yay! She finally has come, and she is staying with Izuku. So that's the second giant girl. There's 4 giant girls basically. I decided to add 4 of them, not including Kanna is 4. So, because it would be a shame not to add all 4. So, right now, so let's get right into it. So nothing too much interesting happened after that. No. The class did meet Lukoa, and to say all the boys were simping. Basically, that's the best thing, and all the girls were put to shame. Seeing both Lukoa and Toru, they're like, bro, we got nothing compared to them. Mineta and Kaminari are cursing Deku. They have called him his rival, and Izuku's like, bro, you're not the rival, anything against me. But okay. And Ira is on his, you're not supposed to judge like this in school, and blah 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 blah. School guidelines. Izuku's like, bro, there's not enough big enough type of clothes in this world to block all of that. And he thinks about it. He's like, he's not entirely wrong. Damn it. But that's pretty much how that meeting with them went. So it's basically Lukoa does stay, and she doesn't attend school, but she stays in the house doing things, doing her own thing basically for now. That's until this is they go back to class finally, and that's when the internship starts, and they have a lot of internships, to be honest. A lot. They a lot of people do what's it called and want Izuku and Toru actually to be part of the internship. So who are they gonna choose? That's it. You know what? Hold up. Hold up. I'll be right back. And now I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. So the internship. They're going. Both of them are gonna go. Should I make this interesting? Okay, both of them go with Ryuko actually. So the dragon hero. So since they're like, I wonder what we'll learn. They really won't learn. They won't learn anything. To be honest. They're gonna teach Ryuko more, but it'll be interesting to see her perspective. They're trying to see how she looks at things. So they go with her, and pretty much another new things. They get interesting. They do learn new, but pretty much it's mostly them teaching her more stuff about her dragon sign than her about anything because they're pretty interested. And yeah, that's pretty much nothing too interesting happens. I mean, they do have interactions. They do. Oh, actually, something does happen, and Miracle stops by, and Nejire too. So Nejire is there because she's part of the internship with Ryuko anyway. But Miracle stops by, and Miracle and Izuku have a spar. Yeah, let's make them interesting. Her and Miracle and Izuku have a spar. So it's just like a regular day. They're basically they did their patrol. But not too much happened until we Miracle stops by. They meet Nezure. Nezure is very touchy hands freely on them. Cause oh wow, you had horns and like oh you actually have a tail. That's amazing. It's probably a quirk. It's quirk like kind of like Notice all that. Then she goes, wow, I saw you in the sports force. You're amazing. You have the lightning thing and the fire, and you can breathe it out of your mouth, and you could eat fire, and no, it's a good thing, you know. And Toru gets jealous, not gonna lie, but not too much happens there. Um, so where to next? So and then finally Miracle stops by. Like, oh hey Ryuku, how you been? And then that's when she sees, oh, Chatu, y'all very interesting. So especially like I wanna, you know what? Can I? Ryuko's like, I mean we got nothing too special, but too interesting doing. But just remember not to go too overboard. So oh, yes, he's like you can, and he was like, oh me, yeah, what's up? I want to spar with you, and he was like, oh, okay. It's like okay, that's a bit because in this version Izuku does like to fight. So you know, as they do, they start sparring. They start sparring, and they're going pretty much on even terms. I mean, to be honest, Izuku get older in this version very quick. In this version, where would I put Izuku? Would I put him on par with All Might? You know what? Yeah, he's on par with All Might, and y'all probably what the fuck he OPSL? He is, and he's not even like 100%. But he has to combine his Giant Slayer and 20% of One for All to stand a chance against All Might. But they're going at it, and she starts kicking it, but Izuku is learning new fire styles as he goes. He's like, huh. So he's learning how to introvert. That's the thing he's learning now. Not magic wise or in One for All physical training. What he's learning right now is fighting to do better with it. And and they're going at it for a bit. They're sparring, they're switching. She's kicking, he's dodging, trying to punch. But that's when he knows, like, I do punch a lot, huh? Don't I? So he starts to kick, and he's copying some of those miracles moves, and they're going at it. Basically it's like they're ricocheting off things, and Rico's like, huh? So he's learning as he fights. Like, yeah, that's very interesting. Starting using less of his hands and more of his foot. So they're training blow for blow at this point. But after that, Ryuko's like, stop. So like not backing, you could keep up with me. So he's saying something. Yeah, like yeah, but Ryuko and Toru know better. Like no, he was holding back. It's better not to tell her. She'll figure it out herself. So that's awful. Not playing, but so yeah, that's pretty much the things that happen during the week. But we're gonna switch point of views for now to two certain little girls, which is Kanna and Eri. Because I'm not really talking about them, but we're gonna call this segment "The Adventures of Kanna and Eri." And they're at UA and they're going around having fun because they're off right now, so they're having fun with Uncle Aizawa because Uncle Shota, and he's taking him into the park because Uncle Shota, even though he doesn't say it, he cares about them and he will murk anybody who tries to hurt them. So Uncle Shota is taking him around town with Uncle All Might because All Might. What? No, not All Might's actually insurance. No, never mind. No, not Uncle All Might. All Might's not here. But they're having fun and enjoying the time. They're being adorable, looking at all types of animals and eating all kinds of candy apples. And he's looking adorable. Aizawa is getting looks from women because they're like, oh, ain't he cute? And Aizawa's like, I hate y'all. Leave me and my two nieces alone. Okay, only I can look at their cuteness. But they're doing that. The Adventures of Kanna and Eri. That's basically what the segment called. And basically, they're on a murder spree because people are dying of over cuteness. That's basically what I mean. They're having heart attacks. There's too much cuteness in one vicinity, and it was too much cuteness in one vicinity. They pretty much. I think that one time they ran a store out of candy apples because they used their puppy dog eyes, and I was like, basically that's what Ratman has what we're gonna call Nezum. Ratman has been teaching them to use their powers, their cuteness for their own gain. He's like, yes, soon I will take over the world. Oh, not technically me, but I'll be a part of it. Okay, but soon. I just need to make sure they harness their cuteness and convince their parents. That's how that goes. But enough about them. Well, not enough. There's no such thing as enough about them. But let's switch back because I spent all time, in the Avengers. Back to Izuku and Toru. And basically, so that's how much that week is going. And we're going to get back into the Killer Stain. Oh, poor Stain. Oh my god. You know what? Let's not get back into that. So, pretty much, Izuku has to. Oh, the thing he did notice that Ida has been. He heard about Ingenium. So he's like, oh, that. And then they kind of figured that. So they talked with Rika about that. So yeah, Rico. I have a bad feeling something's gonna happen very soon. It's like, what do you mean? And he explains, like, I have this classmate, he's a friend, and his brother was in Genium. He's like, oh yeah, I heard about that, the hero killer Stain. He's like, yeah, well, my friend is a brother, and there's been this thing. I have a feeling he might do something not very smart, and it's gonna pretty be dumb, and he might go do something he might regret. It's like, oh, revenge, basically. Yes. It's like, could you figure out what uh, per hero you got? And they figure out the per hero was like, it's like they're like, oh no. So they go over there, and it's nighttime. When they finally reach, they hear the explosion. Giant explosion. They're like, what? Uh-oh. So they go around, like, what's going on? And, the Nomos attack, and, Miracle, and they're like, they look at each other. Okay. And that's how they know, like, this part, like, hero killer should be around here. Okay. Try not getting involved, guys. They tell them, like, what you need to do is get your friend and get out of here. We'll deal with the Nomos, basically. So that's how they go. It's like, Izuku, yeah, I get it. So, Izuku gets brought wings, actually. So they're flying around, trying to find Ida. When they finally see somewhere near, and they see Izuku smells blood, it's like, Toru over here. And they land close by. And, they basically land to see, basically, Ida getting murked. Like, murked. Like, boy, he's getting demolished by Hurricane Stan. He's like, what is he doing? And Shoto arrives too as well. He's funny, like, he figured it out. They just say by accident, he figured it out. He's like, we should, and they're doing alright, but they're still, they're good. That's when Toru and they're coming, guys, are you okay? And it's like, Izuku, what are you doing? I told you, like, stay away, this is my thing. Izuku smacks him in the head. He's like, okay, Number one, if your brother couldn't beat them, you know, what makes you think you could? Like, first of all, you are here. You know, we'll talk about this later. Number one, we can't. And then hero can say, two other people, two other fake heroes, and it's like, look, man, we can't let you hurt him. So run the hands there, and they all go up, and basically what I'm saying is a beatdown. It is a beatdown. Like it's not even close. It's not like he can't even touch it because they flash stepping on him, and they're basically playing ping pong at this point by him, and he gets uppercut, he gets swung, he gets palm, basically smacked, pimp smacked, and bitch smacked, you know, backhand and forehand, and he's just getting smacked like that. But basically, what Izuku does is, you know what, when Goku slapped Frieza in Namek, that's basically what it is. They're basically disrespecting him, is what I'm saying. And after, he gets knocked out. They drag him along, and they pick up Shoto stands up. He's like, "Oh, thanks, Izuku." He's like, "No problem, bro. I got you." And yeah, that's how that arc went. And they put him down, and he puts him down. That's when the normal tries to get Izuku, but Izuku just he gets grabbed, and then burns him. He lands on the floor. He's like, "Well, that's the thing," and they take you to the hospital, and they're at the hospital. How about that? What was I? Yeah, so they go to the hospital. They were put out by the dog, but Ticker tells them, "Look, man, I know there's rules, but what kind of hero would you be if you always follow them? Sometimes it's not about following the rules; it's about doing what's right, and what doing is right is not always following the rules." And the dog was like, "That is true." Anyways, just try not to say what happened, but everybody does figure out. Everybody knows that. Oh yeah, and Deborah wasn't the one who basically it was two heroes, one green haired boy and a girl with horns, stuck two horns around her head. So that's what they find out. So we're gonna, you know what, we're gonna finish it off with the students versus the teachers, students versus teachers. So the guys come back, the students come back, and hold up. Sorry about that, guys. I had to go to another room. Sorry about the echo. This room is pretty. It doesn't have a lot of stuff, so if you hear the echo, my bad. There's only room far away from people, so you're gonna hear the noise. Anyways, back to what I was saying. Basically, Izuku oh yeah, they finally go back to school, and everybody's like asking about the training. Izuku does mention he did. Well, Toru is the one that mentions Izuku sparred against Miracle, and everybody like, "What, you sparred Miracle?" And Mineta and Kaminari is like, "Well, why does he get surrounded by all the girls? Why? What does he have we don't?" And it's always like, he's cute, strong, green hair, he's nice, he's kind, he's not perverted. Fully perverted. He's still a little bit perverted, but he's not fully perverted. All those things you don't have. Well, Kaminari, he can find a girlfriend. Mineta, work on yourself before you can find a girlfriend. But other than that, yeah, he has an advantage over y'all. So, Kaminari is like, "Oh, wait, I still might have a chance. I will fix my ways and be less perverted." And Mineta's like, "He's my rival. He's my real rival. No villain can rival me like he does." So that's how that goes, and pretty much they make fun of Abakugo and all that, and they figure out Izuku was the one to stop staying. So they're like, "Oh wow, you and Toru stopped staying. That was pretty cool and all that." But other than that, I had to come outside because people, and nobody goes to that room. But the one time I go to that room, that's when everybody wants to go. So I'm outside, so if I hear car noise, that's my bad. But I'm outside. Hopefully I could finish out this video. So yeah, that's what happens pretty much. And now it's basically Izuku is a students versus teachers. And everything pretty much goes to the pretty much same for everybody else, except team. It's not Bakugo, because Bakugo he joins I don't know. He's with Shota and Momo, so the three are together. And it's basically Toru and Izuku. On this one, it's Toru and Izuku. Toru and Izuku, and it's about to go off. It's about everybody's spectating like, oh, this should be interesting. The two strongest kids in class 1A and probably all UA versus basically your boy All Might, Olmito, your boy All Might. Ha ha ha! I am here, heroes. I am the villain, basically all that. And everybody's gonna actually very intrigued in this fight because even the teachers, like all the teachers, are here. Every class is here. Even the class 3, class 2, class 1A, all those students are there watching because they're actually intrigued. Because as much as the big three, they're let me tell, like, I don't know, guys, y'all may be the big three, but maybe not for long. Maybe y'all got some competition. They cannot beat Izuku and Toru. But yeah, everybody's watching this fight. Even Kanna and are with Nezu and Eri too. So they're all watching. Like, oh yeah, Mom and Dad are gonna beat Uncle All Might. Kanna knows that, like, oh yeah, it's about to be. It's gonna be like that, huh? So it starts off, and All Might is rushes at them, and they both dodge. It's like, well, not, and Izuku knows, like, he just powers out with his Dragon Force and all that. Like, not his Dragon Force, his Dragon's powers, and 20% of one for all. Actually, he has gotten up over this week of his training, so now he can go 30%, which is a big 10% advantage. So now it's on basically. Could it be All Might? I don't know. We'll see. So they're going at it, and All Might is being pushed back. He's like, oh, because Toru's there, and Izuku has powered up. He's like, oh, Young Midoriya has gotten stronger, and young Toru is technically kind of young because she's older than him. But that's besides the point. Young Toru is. So he's being pushed back. He's like, oh, he starts getting wrecked, to be honest. So, okay, I can't hold back. He gets sent flying. He's like, he's like, ha, ha, ha. Should expect any less between y'all two. But I'm not going full power. So, he flexes, and, he starts to try more. And, they're like, oh, okay, so All Might has been trying more. But he is still under the most defensive, but he is dodging a bit better. But he's still, because theoretically, Zico can go 30, but he can push it to 35% before but All Might does not know that. So they're going at it, and plus, I feel like he can land one stronger, like, without damaging his body too much. So, because in this version, Izuku hasn't damaged his body as much as he had done in the canon. He hasn't, because he hasn't pushed himself that much. He pushed himself, but not like how he does in the canon. So overall, they're going at it. But Izuku finally reveals his shoot style for the first 10 minutes, and All Might's like, what the? He's like, yeah, I learned some new moves, All Might. He's like, you have young me before he gets uppercutted by Toru. He's like, oh, yep, I got it by her. And then he gets got kicked by Izuku, and he was fine. He's like, okay, well, he's like, I had these restraints because I needed them, but I should have known, yeah. So he takes the restraints off. Restraints are off, and everybody, it's like, and this is like, oh, so things are getting serious. Okay, and everybody's like, what? He took the restraints off. Oh boy, it's on. And this is pissing off Bakugo because it's kind of pissing him off, but at the same time, it's like also melting him out because he's being humbled severely now. Like he's been humbled twice by Ezekiel. He got humbled by Toru the first time they met when she basically smacked him across. And now both of them are going toe to toe with All Might. And he's finally realizing his place in this universe. He's like, well, I can't be first strongest, so I am for the second best. Aha! All y'all will be behind me, so that's where he's going. He's finally slowly maneuvering out, and we realizing he ain't shit basically. That's what he's figuring out. So it's on now, and oh my gosh, he's like, they're basically going at it, but Zuko with shoot star and all that, and Toru, they're still pushing it back. He's like, okay. To everybody else thinks still Alma is holding back, but even the Cole is watching, and they know, like, to be honest, if Zuko really wanted, he go 100% with, and then Toru, they'll obliterate All Might at this point. To be honest, then Zuko is stronger than All Might. He would use 100% with his dragon thing. So, yeah, that's a thing. And they're going at it. And so, I was like, wow, they're not bad, but okay. He goes 100% times. He rushes at them. And, everybody's like, oh, he's getting serious on this. But, I was like, okay, All Might, I got something for you. He's like, don't worry, Tori. You go ahead. Go near the gate. He's like, don't worry. I'll reach. He's like, are you sure? Like, I got you. So I'm going to take this move from God of High School. So he's like, okay, All Might. So he gets ready. He goes in his stance. The other shoots out his hands. And he's like, okay. He powers up to 40%. He's like, oh, it might injure my leg a bit, but might not break it fully, hopefully. So, power percent, he fires it up, push fire on it. He's like, okay, kick. So basically, it's like kick of the blue dragon, but instead of that is the fire dragon, and he kicks Armor right in the chin, and big ass explosion happens, and Armor gets sent across many buildings. And basically, he felt that. He definitely felt that one. He definitely felt. He's been feeling these, but they were holding back. This one, Izuku, felt like he's felt it, but this one he felt it. Like he felt it. He's dazed. Basically, he's like, oh boy. He's like, oh. Seeing the whole world spin around, everything looks blurry. And after that, Izuku and Toru basically got the thing, and they win. So that's how that goes. And everybody's like, whoa. But Izuku's like, is a little bit messed up. He's like, ow. Okay. I kind of regret, but don't regret doing that. But, Ricardo heals it, and, he's fine. And yeah, everybody's like, wow, Izuku and Toru, y'all so strong. He's like, y'all were able to go toe to All Might. I mean, he was holding back, but y'all was still going able to go toe to toe with All Might. And yeah, he wasn't holding back, to be honest, guys. All Might he was going at it. Well, he kind of was, because he wasn't like on intent of. They were theoretically holding back because he wasn't going like he was going with one off for one, and they wouldn't go like that hard either because they murked this man. They really wanted to. But they're like, like in a sparring, basically, they pretty much went as much as they could. I was a bit dazed, but overall, he's fine. And he's like, wow, young Midori has surprised me. That's wow. So that's the thing. So that's how that goes, and pretty much the rest of the day, everybody's like talking about Izuku and Toru. That basically, it's not the big three no more. It's the big two. And Mario and all the big three are like, wow, yeah. So this is a reality check. He might not be the strongest kids in school no more. He's like, Aizawa pops out. He's like, yeah, no, it's not. Might is not the operative word. It's like, y'all aren't. I'm sorry to break it to y'all, but you're not the big three. Shout out to the big two, guys. So yeah, that's how that one goes. The big three are no more. It's a big two. But for state, big three is still gonna happen. There's the big two and the big three. The big two are the freshmen. The big three are the seniors. But everybody knows the big two are technically strong. Nobody mentions that. That being said, it's I'm gonna keep going for a bit, cause Alma, the third girl finally shows up, and it's Elma. So one day, Izuku and Toru chilling with Luko and Kanna and Eri. They're chilling. They're eating. They're like, wow, because it's a Saturday, so it's early in the morning where they're chilling. Like, wow, that's nice and all. And then an explosion comes through this window basically cracks open, and it's Elma finally appears. Elma. I don't have a picture of Elma. I'm too lazy to go get one now. But anyways, Elma finally appears and has joined the battle, basically, joined it. And Izuku's like, who is that? Like, he feels it, but he also at the same time, like, he senses it is his mate, but at the same time, he is a little pissed off that his house just got broken through. So he's not exactly too happy about that. And it's like, this is Elma. Okay, why did she break into my house like she owns this place? Look, the only person that could break is us. Well, you have broken Toru many times, but that's besides the point. You're technically my girlfriend. You're my girlfriend, mate, and all that. But even then, like, you shouldn't break it. But it's less of anger issues. I don't know this girl should break it. Like, Lukoa could break this and I wouldn't be as mad. Because it's Lukoa, but this woman just comes into my house and breaks it? Okay. And Toru explains it. There's 3 factions. There's the peace faction. The peaceful faction. That's peaceful? I don't want to know whether the destruction faction is like. So she explains there's peaceful and then the people who are not involved in any. But they're on their own. So you never get this straight. You're part of the chaos or destruction faction, right? It's like, yeah. And she's part of the peaceful faction. But she just broke into my house, basically destroying my things. So if the definition of peaceful, I don't want to know what the definition of destruction is to y'all. And yeah, so that's the thing. And like Elma is like, Toru, you need to go back. So do you recall, how people gonna back. And that's when Izuku was like, okay, number one, you're not just gonna come barking orders and this however you want. That's number one. Number two, you broke into through my house. Through my house. Okay? You know how long is it taking to rebuild it? Like how long? Nothing really, to be honest. Nessa likes me, so it'll be like by later on today it should be fine. But that's not the point. The point is the disrespect of architecture that you have. Okay? You know how long you could be a giant and all, but really destroy my things. Okay? This goddamn okay, y'all can hear it, but I'm not gonna say anything. So it's like, yep. I was trying to so much of a peaceful. She said, "Oh, I'm sorry. Like, but that's not what I hear. Told you need to go back." So I was like, "Well, one, no, because I'm gonna listen to you. Two, I'm not leaving Kanna, who's Seneca, my daughter now, and my mate either. So yeah, I'm not going. So we're gonna finish this fight. So like you." And Kanna explains, so yeah, they used to fight a lot. They destroyed 3 countries. Like, wait, am I gonna be that powerful? It's like probably to be honest. I never met half-breeds, but from what the theory is, half-breeds are more powerful. And again, you say since we know your dad is technically a giant, it just depends who your dad was. But you are a fire giant, so it does narrow down a bit. But there's one giant that comes to mind, and his name is Igneo. Igneo? Yep. He was the king of the dragons. King of the fire. Well, technically he ruled it over, but he disappeared a few centuries ago, and we never saw him again. So if let's say he is your dad, kind of like that, and this is what Luko explained it now. He's like, Luko is like, yeah. So if technically is your dad, you basically might be strong. Plus that one for all power you have. I don't even want to know what happens, to be honest. And basically, so Thor's like, oh, you want to? Okay, let's go and fight. She opens a portal, they step through it, and then Thor pops back up. And Izuku's like, that's it? I thought that would take a lot longer. Wait, you didn't destroy any countries, did you? It's like, no, I just left it over there. No. That's interesting. And after that's how the day goes, and then she comes back. She's like, that was uncalled for, Toru. You have no sense of honor. It's like, well, she's part of the destruction. I'm pretty sure the whole destruction thing, destroying stuff, is they don't care about honor, but okay, He threw grass of bread, and he's like, here. He's like, what? Just take it. It's like, well, why are you? And her stomach goes. She's like, and then she's like, Toru's like, She's like, what's it? It's so good. And then Toru's like, finally like, okay, if I give you this bread, would you leave us alone? She's like, yes. And it's like, here, now get away from me. I know. Alma leaves. For now, she'll be back. But for now, she's gone. And that's where I'm going to leave it off, guys. This is part 5 of what if Izuku had a dragon maid. I pretty much went through a little good stuff. Next, I might upload what if Natsu went to the past. Or if not, if you have any other parts I want me to update, or any new ideas for what ifs, drop it down in the comments down below. So yeah, that's the thing. So, hope you enjoy. Your boy is out.